If you watched The Mandalorian Chapter 16 past the credits, you would have witnessed an additional scene. Warning, what follows in this video contains spoilers for The Mandalorian Chapter 16. If you haven't seen it, leave now and watch it. Come back after you have, because I will be discussing the post-credit scene for The Mandalorian Chapter 16 today on Star Wars Fanatic. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. I am so close to the 1,000 subscriber mark. Hitting that will help Nine Matrix and give me more opportunity to create even better content. Once I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, I will be changing my logo as well. Okay, this is your last chance to back away before you get spoiled for The Mandalorian Chapter 16, the final episode of Season 2. Still here? Okay, let's roll into it. If you watch the episode after the credits, you'll have seen Boba Fett take Jabba's palace from Bib Fortuna. As a side note, that guy really let himself go. I'm not body shaming or anything, but wow. I changed his name to Big Fat Tuna. I'm sorry, I digress. The scene was beautifully done, with Boba Fett and Fennec Shand clearing out Jabba's throne room of the scum and villainy that inhabited it. They even released the Twi'lek slave, chained to the throne. Boba then sinks slowly into his newly claimed throne, as Fennec takes a swig of the blue spatchka beside him. Both appear to be very pleased and ready to get the ball rolling with whatever their plan could entail. Watching further, the words "The Book of Boba Fett, coming December 2021" appear on screen. So, I'm going to try to speculate, and I'll probably be close but not entirely correct. Don't worry, it's a year away for you to call me out or praise me, or forget about it completely. At first, when I saw those words, I was in a bit of a rush, so I took the words at face value. I thought, a book? Why? We need Boba Fett live action, not in book form. Later, after I rewatched the scene, I realized that it wasn't a book being released. This was most likely to be a series or mini-series. Then I thought, wouldn't it be great if this was Taika Waititi's movie? Okay, that goes a little too far. It's one of the first two though, a series or a mini-series. But what will it be about? Boba Fett as a crime lord? I don't think so. I think maybe he took over Jabba's palace as a base of operations for his next plan. I don't think he's going to be any kind of a crime lord because that does not fit the character of Boba Fett. And this is where I theorize. It's about personal vendettas that Boba Fett has had, unfinished grudges. We never saw these types of stories from legends where Boba took Jabba's palace from Bib Fortuna, Big Fat Tuna. I can't stop saying it. But we know Boba hated Bib Fortuna. Bib was a slave trader and would pimp slave out to Jabba the Hutt. Boba despised this. He thought it was the lowest form of criminal activity. In turn, he despised Jabba for condoning it. Boba Fett has a certain moral code. We saw this during the Clone Wars animated series. Yes, he despised Jabba, but Jabba paid for his bounties handsomely. Boba was actually at Jabba's palace finishing another deal aside from the Han Solo deal when we see him in Return of the Jedi. This is pure speculation on my part, but I also feel he may have been there to take over the crime syndicate. Well, not the crime syndicate, but take it away from Jabba the Hutt. Being clumsily poked into the Sarlacc pit set him back about 5 years, but now he is back on track. So the Book of Boba Fett is referring to a list of things to accomplish, people to track down or kill, and personal vendettas to settle. Jabba the Hutt may have been number 1 on the list, but Luke Skywalker and his friends took care of that for him. Number 2, Bib Fortuna, Big Fat Tuna, the slaver and sex trafficker. What comes next? Well, let's say Mace Windu is still alive. The rest of the show could build around that arc, the whole kill the man who killed my father, and continue the spaghetti western vibe. Boba Fett has brought up his father, Jango Fett, a couple of times during The Mandalorian Season 2, so we know it is fresh in his mind. If Mace Windu is alive, he is now the target of Boba Fett's book. Who else could be in that book, though? Bossk? Dengar? Surviving clones that he wants to get rid of? These could all be side missions to the bigger story of getting vengeance on Mace Windu for killing his father, Jango Fett. I do like the idea of Boba Fett returning to his anti-hero ways, a sort of Star Wars kung fu. That was a 70s TV series with Kwai Chang Caine as the main character, or even another form of true grit. The Mandalorian has done a great job with these old westerns and setting it up like The Man with No Name. The music, the shootouts, it's been such a great ride that takes me back to watching some of these with my grandfather and my father. But now, it's finally Boba Fett's turn in the spotlight. A year cannot pass quick enough, but I can be patient. We have a lot of Star Wars content coming out, and I am excited for all of it. Just not as excited as I am for the Boba Fett stuff, the Book of Boba Fett. If you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Hitting the 1,000 subscriber mark will allow me to do more for you to bring out even better content. And don't forget, I'm going to change my logo after 1,000 subscribers. So, subscribe and like. Thank you for watching, and remember, this is the way.